Okay, guys, I have a message for you. I am going to use some light language through my hands to deliver this message because it was actually challenging to get it to come through. Okay, so I want to tell you guys what happened to me on Sunday. Okay, so all right, I'm going to explain this the best way I can. For my orb watching people, okay? I'm just clearing some energy. Of course, you know, some of these orbs are not organic, okay? Some are, and some are not. Yeah, that's what's trying to come through right now. Okay, so Sunday, I had a major download of remembrance and information that came through. This is related to the water and the dragons, okay? And the clearing of all the debris in the frequencies so that your memories can come through. My memories, your memories, all of us, okay? So when the download happened, I had this very powerful like alignment moment, okay? As soon as it happened, what appeared to be lightning popped into the sky and my memory was wiped, okay? So I want you to know that there are some artificial intelligences doing that. And light language, whether you get it through your body or you remember your language through the tones of your throat or through your hands like me. I do light language through my hands, but also through my body, through dance, okay? This will help you retain your important memories. 144, as I said this, okay? This is going to help you cut through the frequency interference, okay? What else do you want to say about this? Okay, so I did pull some cards on this. I think this is very important, or I wouldn't even be sharing this, you guys. You need to understand your intuition is so important right now. And if you notice that you have moments of grasping a download or a memory, a sacred memory from God, and then it's gone, pay attention to that. That's artificial technology, okay? You are the authentic technology. You are the authentic plasma being, okay? These orbs, natural plasma beings, you know, connected to Mother Earth. This is very much a divine feminine message, by the way. So those organic light beings, okay, from many realms, not just here, but many realms that are assisting the planet, okay, are going to have organic support for you, right? To help you remember, to help you heal, to help you really anchor in those frequencies in this realm, which is going to help all of humanity, okay? But there is this artificial interference happening sometimes, and I clearly saw it, and I know my guides let me see it right away so I would know, okay? All right, what else do you guys want to say? Okay, I'm going to show you the cards that I pulled. I'm going to show them to you really quick, and then I'll discuss, okay? So, imagine, and very much a water message. What did I say? This is related to the sea and the dragons, okay? So water, going the distance, okay? See the leopard? I think that's a leopard. Exchanging gifts. Okay, I'm trying to hold this where it shows up. Reshape, 525. Synergy, 413. Relax, 420. 32, door to spirit is opening. 53, the magician in the mirror. Water and fire, okay? Passion, reflection. The world card came up. I feel this is such an important message, okay? I pulled from my Egyptian deck, my Isis of Egypt, the goddess creator, goddess energy. Healing in the dark chamber, that's the womb space, okay? The picture shows kind of like a cave inside of a rock, inside of the sacred divine feminine shape, okay? Scales of balance. Really going inward into the dark chamber and tuning your masculine and feminine, your light and your dark, your water and your fire, yin and yang. You're just doing the work, okay? Is what's going to unveil the truths, okay? And I pulled a couple of animal cards on this too. Freedom, the horse. Of course, this is so appropriate as we're in the year of the horse, okay? See all the fire and the golden light. The horse represents stamina, by the way. Regeneration, okay? The lizard regeneration, shape-shifting also, but in a good way, okay? So putting on a cloak, changing, taking on new shape, new form, okay? In this instance, I'm feeling being the authentic you. Maybe this is about the shedding of the skin, more so, you know? Wisdom and groundedness, okay? This card is very much like crown and ground, okay? So like high and low, so to speak, or your root body and your crown body being aligned, really doing the work, you guys, okay? So, all right, I know I ran through those really fast, but that's because I did make some notes on this. So, in that first little series, you know, this, by the way, shells are important. I was told just by my guides to show the shells. I just forgot to do it, okay? The number 33333, so that's 5 threes, very important. And even the number 5 and the number 15, okay? So what we're being called to do is remember, okay? And we've talked about this so many times, but remembrance, when you have constant artificial interference, can be challenging. However, what does Spirit say? Relax, do not fear. The door to Spirit is opening. You are the magician. And this is going to change the world. This is a world message right now, okay? Go the distance. This card wouldn't come up if you didn't have the ability to do it, okay? You have the ability. But what I'm feeling with these two cards is we're supposed to be creating the new golden age, which we are, okay? But as we do this, okay, that requires remembering the ancient golden age, okay? And that's what the interference has been about. Trying to cause humanity to forget, this continuing to forget who they were, where they came from, what really happened here, what is the true history of this planet, okay? In an attempt to stop them from creating the golden future, okay? But it's not going to work. We have what it takes to go the distance, okay? 47 on that card for anyone who needs it. 27, okay, for this card, exchanging gifts. Now, you know, the feeling I got from that immediately was work together, okay? The card itself, for anybody who is getting a personal message on this particular card, is you have what you need to do it. Don't give energy to what's taking from you. Put your energy into what is giving to you, okay? But on the broader message, this is about teamwork. For example, I am creating this message to share with you what happened to me, to share light language with you, to help you cut these cords and disentangle from the lies, right? So that's teamwork. I'm giving you something I've learned and seen and experienced with the goddess, okay, to assist you. And then you take that information, do your work, get your downloads, calibrate your energy, and carry on, right? And share with others your downloaded experiences. Does that make sense? We're rippling this out like water. And frequency, like think of frequency as the current of water, right? So literally between space is all this vibration, and we're influencing that vibration with truth, okay? This is what's going to help the world to wake up, okay? Because this leads me to the next part of the message, and I'm trying to talk fast because I don't want to drag it out too long, even though it is a really deep message. There's a movie that I think you should go see. I'm going to talk about it, so if you want to pause the video right here, watch it first, and then come back, you can. So let me just say that. But I think it's an activation for many people if they let it be, okay? And I'm trying to think of the name of it. What is it called? Oh my gosh, it's hell. I'm going to pause and look it up for you. Okay, I got it. It's called The Sheep Detectives, and it's with let me tell you some of the people in it, just to help you find it. I'm terrible with these names. Okay, Hugh Jackman is, you can look him up, and it's going to be in his, like, movie list. It's definitely a coded movie. Definitely. Anyway, I'm going to talk about it. So, like I said, if you want to go watch it, you can pause and watch this video later. Please share this video with anyone that you know who is familiar with light language, whether it's through the vocals, the hands, the body, or who you feel is awakening and needs assistance. I feel like this is really important because I witnessed it firsthand, what happened in that moment, okay? So, about the movie. I just wrote a few things down. In the movie, there's a great shepherd, okay? So this is going to sound like a religious message, but it's not, okay? But it alludes to religion because I think they're using that analogy because it's something humanity can understand, okay? So in the movie, there's a great shepherd, and he loves his sheep, and he cares for them tenderly, and they all love him, and they don't know the evilness around them because he's such a good shepherd, okay? Sound familiar? And in the lineup of the movie, something happens to the shepherd. And the sheep become detectives trying to find out what happened to him, okay? And they take on all these different clues, and they solve what happens to the shepherd. But the underlying message is this: the only way the sheep could help him is choose to remember. Because they collectively kept trying to forget, they were resetting themselves every time because he didn't want the pain of remembering because they loved him too greatly. Doesn't that sound familiar? Except take that message and apply it to the goddess. The pain of remembering what happened to her and what happened to all of us and what happened to this realm and what was done and the degradation of it is great. And for this reason, 11:11, as I say this, many people choose not to remember. But those who are chosen to remember and have the ability to go the distance are doing so for humanity, okay? And this is people everywhere, all over, different lives, different lifestyles, different cultures. This is many, okay? Because we're choosing to remember and we're using our abilities to help us remember, such as light language, or going into deep meditation, connecting with the garden, listening to the trees and all the nature beings who don't forget. They don't forget. They know what happened here, right? We are the ones that were put under a spell. Like Sleeping Beauty is what I'm saying. That just sleeping, like they're calling it the Walking Dead. That humanity in general is like the Walking Dead. You're like a zombie, okay? Like we're walking around not really aware and in alignment with true soul self. Not that they're bad, but just unawake, okay? And so we can't even really get mad or frustrated with humans, even though we're tempted to do so, okay? Because we have to understand what was done to them. If that technology, just like that, could wipe that memory, that's just a glimpse, okay? We must have compassion and remember what we came here for, okay? And it's for the world. And the way you address that, of course, is first entering and healing your inner world, the dark chamber, okay? Once you do this, the more attuned you get, the more calibrated you get, the more balanced you get, the more breakthroughs you're going to have, which are going to help you and your world and your own dream, right? Your own imagined dream, what you wanted. Number 13, as I said that, the divine feminine, okay? But also the big dream, the world dream, okay? And so in this movie, back to the movie, there were two sheep that helped the flock remember. One was light and one was dark. But they were both important and they were both good. This is such a deep movie, honestly. Like, I can't even, you got to watch it, okay? And they both had their role. One went through the shadows, went through the hardship, and still had to choose to remember it. The other never had that experience, but never chose to forget, so he knew what had actually happened all those years. The things that the flock didn't know, okay? So it's so powerful. I definitely recommend it. You could even recommend it to friends who haven't awakened or family members. Just recommend it as a good movie, and it might trigger some memories for them and make them think, okay? And it still has this underlying beautiful spiritual message of the great shepherd or shepherdess, okay, coming through and guiding the people. But we must choose to remember, okay, to fully accomplish what we came here to do. So I highly recommend that movie. I definitely recommend get out in the garden, move your body, listen to your favorite songs, whatever they are. Really just flow. This card, which one was it? I think I wrote it down even. Hang on. There was one of them. I can't. Oh, it's this one. The Scales of Balance. Okay. Also carries a message of playing, singing, and dancing to create inner balance. So believe it or not, these major downloads that we get, and I know some of you have experienced this, usually come when we're in a relaxed state, which I was in on Sunday when I got the download. Okay. So play, sing, dance, as our beautiful Isis of Egypt tells us in the Hathors, okay? And watch how that brings balance within you. And then also, as we do this within us and do that inner healing and that attunement, we're going to start seeing 1515, as I said that. And I told y'all 15 was going to be such an important number. We're going to start seeing some good things outside of us. Okay? Is there anything else you want to say about that? Pretty much that's it. I just feel like go in the garden, whether you're near a park or you have a backyard, or if you have just a little plant in your house and that's your garden, it's okay. They all contain the wisdom and the memories. Start working with your nature beings, okay? Any plant, your pets, if you have pets, or even just an animal in the garden. Like, I have a little squirrel that comes up to me all the time. He's definitely one of my guides. He's so precious. I have my puppy and my cat, okay? Whatever you've got, work with it. If you have little bugs that come visit you, little dragon, I love the dragonflies when they come. They actually don't call themselves dragonflies, by the way. They call themselves flying dragons. And they are meant to help us remember the dragons. So just little snippet there. When I talk to them telepathically, that's what they call themselves. So when I see a blue one, that's a blue dragon, right? When I see a red one, it's a red dragon. And they each have their own names you can ask, and that can help you develop your telepathic communication. But we are moving past working, what's the word? Independently. We're working symbiotically, okay? That's why synergy came up. You need your alone time. This card even talks about that, the scales of balance, okay? You do need your alone time, but we also need each other. And that includes the garden, okay, and all the nature beings and the interdimensional beings that are assisting, okay, those who love Earth and the goddess and the feminine and are here for the rise, okay. This is so important. I just feel like this is such a collective process. Each one of you is important, and yeah, self-love is just such a call. Yeah, I'm hearing a call to arms. Self-love is a call to arms. It's almost like the way you battle this is self-love, okay, and self-acceptance. And the more you radically accept yourself, okay, and this looks different for everybody. I'm seeing so many variety of examples. The more empowered you are to affect the world, okay? Like understanding when we're reacting from the shadow versus the healed version of ourselves, okay? Reshaping, that's why I feel like this card's coming up. Reshaping our experience, understanding the rites of passage. Yeah, they're talking about when you go through darkness or trauma, okay? You will come to a point where you can alchemize it and it will be golden because it has revealed to you the truth of what was going on here. And now this empowers you to change the world, okay? To be the magician, to work with water and fire, to be the true plasma embodiment, okay, of wisdom. So this is very interesting. I'm asking if there's anything else because I feel like we could talk about this for hours. Is there anything else important? For now, they said that's it. So let me know your feedback on this. Experiences you've had with just sudden memory loss. Pay attention to those experiences and really get into what happened in that moment, okay? And help me spread this message for anyone who needs it, okay? Please share it. If you're I'm going to post it on TikTok and YouTube. I may do a little snippet on Instagram, but try to redirect everybody, if you can, to my YouTube channel, because I'm trying to get that channel, I'm trying to get a centrally localized channel. I don't mind posting it in multiple places, but it'd be a heck of a lot easier just to do it in one. And I think more people have YouTube than they do TikTok, just because it's generally already on most devices. So let me know your thoughts. And I love you, and I appreciate all of your hard work that you're doing to help humanity and yourself, okay? And I hope this message helps you. Bye, guys.